Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hope you guys are doing great. And today, before we get into the main video, I just want to say make sure you check out my song I uploaded yesterday on my channel. I know I'm doing like this, but my channel is called Falling Ship. Please check it out. Give it some love and support. I would really appreciate it. I also post a clip of it on TikTok, so make sure go share it on TikTok as well so we can get it out there. Because I want people to see it, because I think it really came out good. I really like the lyrics for it. But anyways, yeah, so check out my song. So this video I want to talk about what I did over the weekend, my experience, and all that. So, over the weekend I went to Great Wolf Lodge. So we went Saturday and we came back Sunday. So we went up Saturday, we drove there around 9. It was a bit of a long drive. But, you know, it wasn't terrible. But we got up there and, you know, if you guys don't know what Great Wolf Lodge is, basically it's like a hotel thing. It has like a water park in it and stuff. It's an indoor water park. Has an arcade, a bowling alley, VR, sorry, mini golf thing, and this like climbing thing where like you can climb on the ropes and then use zip line. So it was a pretty cool place, you know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you seen ads for Great Wolf Lodge, but no, I do recommend going. I say my experience with it wasn't terrible, but I got to the water park and things were all well rounded. I just started to get like overstimulated. As you guys know, I have autism, so like it was just because it was really noisy and there was a whole lot of people because it was the weekend. So it's like mixed with like the sounds of the water and then like the people. It was just getting too much, especially in the kids section. There's like a little kids section, because you know how kids can be loud. So, you know, I didn't fully enjoy myself. Then eventually my mom and I walked back to our room, which it wasn't too far from the water park area, to get changed. I got changed. My mom just put like a shirt on and stuff, but you know, then we went with let me back this up. We went with me, my mom's sister, and my other sister, and my 2 brothers, and my nephews and niece, and their friend and his son. So we all kind of met there. We all hung out. So we went to our park on Saturday after we got there. We got to the hotel. We went to our room, changed our basics, did that. The water park wasn't terrible. I will say, you know, I usually love the, what's it called? Lazy river. But it wasn't really a lazy river because, number one, there wasn't enough tubes. So you just kind of had to, like, walk around there. And it was, like, way too many people in there. So you really couldn't enjoy it without, like, constantly, you know, bumping into people, having to go around people. Like, you know, so that wasn't, you know, the greatest. And then the wave pool, which I didn't mind. I liked the wave pool, and it was actually, the water was pretty warm, so it was nice. I just kind of like sitting there, you know, and it looked like they had like a pool too. You can just chill in. They have a bunch of different water slides, the like bucket thing that fills up with water and it like dumps on you. So I mean, it was a decent water park. It has like a food place in there too. You can get food when you get hungry. So I do recommend going, just for me, because, you know, it's overstimulating. You know, my mom and sister Gloria are very understanding about it, which I appreciate. You know, it's just weird though, because we were there for a couple hours and, like, you know, I was fine, got there, was in the water, and I don't know why, it's like, you know, and then we ate lunch and then we did more water stuff. It's like one day I got to the kid area and I was standing there, you know, watching my nephews go down the little slide and stuff, and my little niece. I don't know, it just started to get too overwhelming for me because this kids section is obviously going to be really loud because kids are loud and screaming and stuff. So we were staying there for about maybe 10 minutes-ish, 15 minutes, something like that. Not like super, super long. So that, and then, you know, going back over to like the other section where like the rave pool is and all that. You know, it wasn't like terrible, but it was still loud. So then we went back to the room because everyone wanted to change, and like, because the Great Wolf Lodge we went to too, I forgot to mention, was like connected to a casino pretty much. And the casino also had like outlets and stores. So they would kind of just walk around and do stuff, you know, arcade and stuff then. So they did that, but I stayed back because for some reason I got super tired and stuff, and like my stomach bothered me. And like I did do some research later on, and that overstimulation could cause that tiredness and stuff. And I think too why I got overstimulated, part of the reason why like it affected me more, is because I was already kind of tired. Because like I slept pretty decent that night. I mean, I had some trouble falling asleep, to be honest, that night. But I wasn't terrible. So I think I was like kind of going into it a bit tired, even though I wasn't necessarily feeling tired at the time. So I think that just mixed with like the noise, it just affected me like more. I guess I was more sensitive to it, you can say. But yeah, anyway, so we went back to the hotel to change, and you know, I was just kind of laying in bed, my eyes closed and stuff, listening to videos on my phone from YouTube, just trying to relax. And you know, my mom was like, do you want to go out? I was like, no, and I stayed back in the hotel room. I do kind of regret it, but like, I wasn't really feeling good. I was just super tired, and like my stomach was bothering me for some reason, but I also hadn't really eaten at that point, because at that point it was probably like 3 p.m. You know, ish, a little after 3 p.m., and I only had a few fries. So, I think that was part of the reason, but then, you know, I stayed back at the hotel, hung out. The hotel room was nice. The one we had was, you know, had 2 beds and a pull-out couch. The room that my other siblings had, my nephews and niece, I saw pictures, had like bunk beds and stuff, so that was kind of cool. And had like this little table that was like a chest too, but for some reason my chest couldn't open, but apparently they do open, because I saw a picture of my 2 nephews and niece sitting in the chest, and it was open. But the room was, you know, not bad. You know, good sized room. We had the bathrooms. Like, you first walk into the room, it's on the first floor. Then, like, right to the right is the bathroom. And what was weird about the bathroom, like, the sink was on the outside of the bathroom. So, like, you have the bathroom, and then a little bit diagonal to the bathroom on the left side was the sink and, like, the mirror. Which I've never seen at a hotel before. I mean, I stayed at, like, a couple different hotels before, and, like, they all had the sink inside the bathroom. So, that was kind of weird for me. But, yeah, and so, yeah, you go in and have the 2 beds. It's full beds. It was nice, and I had, like, a little round table, too, with chairs. So, not bad room. So I sat there, relaxed, and I tried to watch TV, but the remote wasn't working. Like, you know, like when you hit a button and the remote, like, it blinks, like, let this one blink. I think you guys know. I mean, if you have a remote that has a light on there. Does this one have a light? No, but I think you can see, like, that little on the middle there, that hole that's like the light. So, like, see, you go, well, I guess that's not the light, but you can see on these 2 lines, like when I'm hitting the volume button, it lights up. So I was hitting like the on button and the remote there, and it wasn't working. And like, we could have called the room service or whatever, the front desk, but I didn't, because I had my iPad and phone, and like my sister, Gloria, and mom are not really big TV people. Like, it didn't affect them too much. Like, they were fine, but it was kind of annoying. And on the bed I slept in, there was a stain on the sheet. To me, that wasn't the biggest deal, but you know, and the tub was weird, because, or at least weird for me, because my tub at home, it's kind of deep, you know, like the bottom of the tub like lines up with the floor, if that makes sense, right? So like, this is the bathroom floor, and then this would be the bottom of the tub, like they're even. But like with this one, it's like this tub wasn't that low, to be honest, and like it wasn't that deep. So like, this is the floor, and then this was the tub of like the Grateful Lodge. Like when you go to step in it, it's like awkward, because you expect it to be deep, like the same level as the floor, but it's like higher up. So it's like, this is the floor, you know, this is the tub, so you like standing like this, 1 foot in the tub, 1 foot out the tub. It's like, it was weird, and I kept stumbling, because too, you know, when they were now, like, I was chilling with them after a while, I got some energy, and I was able to shower, so I showered, and I kept stumbling, and I actually, too, had a, I was in a shower, I had just turned it on, was wetting my hair and everything, and I had to run out to get this, my bar soap, my Dove soap, because I forgot to grab it. So I like turned the shower off, I dried my body off as much as I could, the water so it wouldn't be cold, and I ran out to get that. So it was cold in the hotel room. Like, we turned the heat off. I did have eventually turn it to 70, and it did kind of warm up a bit, but it was chilly. So the hotel room itself, I'd say out of 10 was an 8. Because it wasn't terrible, but there's some things about it. It was, like the remote not working, the stain on the bed. So that was all they wanted. And, you know, they walked around, did their thing, and my mom brought me back tater tots from Wahlburgers. Because they ate there, and I had some tater tots. So I ate those just to catch up, and then we just kind of chilled in the hotel room, and, you know, I did my thing, went to sleep. Woke up Sunday. Sunday was checkout at 11, so we got all the stuff together, put that in the car. Then we sat down at the parking bed. I had my headphones in this time. We sat there for a little bit. Then me and Glory went to the arcade, and we, you know, hung out at the arcade for a bit. With this arcade, as you guys know, like all the arcades now, at least I think all of them, at least most of them, you only get like the card, and you get like your, you know, tokens and stuff on the card, and all the tickets go on your card. But with this, you can, like, they still had normal tickets you could get. You know what I mean? Like the actual tickets. It wasn't just on the card. I mean, you can choose it. I chose to just have it all on the card. You know, so that was weird for me, because I didn't think any places still did tickets. You know what I mean? Like, I thought, because every arcade I've been to, like, these last couple of years or so, like Dave & Buster's, I know, and like a couple else, like, you just get the card, and you get all your tokens on the card, and all the tickets go on the card, which I think it's more convenient, to be honest, because then you don't have to walk around with a bunch of tickets and stuff. But they still did tickets on there, but you can choose. So the arcade was fun. We did that, and then so we did the arcade for a bit. And then we sat in the lobby, and they had these little like cubby hole things that you can sit in. A nook, we called it. Me and Gloria sat there because we didn't want to go back into the water park where I did it. And I do appreciate my sister Gloria, doing that for me. So the lobby was nice too. Like we were sitting there for a while. They had like some stores and little place you can have food and like little sitting area for like a restaurant type thing. But anyways, then after a while, like the wolf comes out. I forget what his name was. Oh, Riley Wolf, I think it was, like the mascot, and like you can line up, get pictures and stuff. It was cute, and they give you stickers for the kids. So that was cute. And, like the whole lobby was nice. Like, not really in the middle, but when you first walk in, you have this like big, well, it's supposed to be like this fire pit, but it's obviously fake. But it's like big, like from the ceiling and stuff to the ground, and like all around you can like sit on it, like what's supposed to be a cement part on it, you can sit on it, and they had fake fire going. So it was a cute little lobby. We sat there for a while because we were tired, I didn't sleep the greatest that night. So we chilling. We only did the arcade. Also too, in the Great Wolf Lodge too is a Dunkin' Donuts, which is cool. In the store they had too, when you first walk in, you have the lobby. To the right you have like the store, and like the store had this candy section. It even had like a Build-A-Bear inside of it. It was cool, like inside of the store itself. But I think it was a great little place. It's definitely fun for kids, to be honest. I feel like kids would get more joy out of it, to be honest. But I enjoy the arcade. And like I said, the water park wasn't terrible for me. It's just too loud. I think going on a weekday would be better and more enjoyable because there won't be as many people there, so it shouldn't be as loud for me, at least. I would imagine. But anyway, so yeah, that was our day 2. Everyone hung out at the water park for a few hours. Then we came out. I went back to the arcade to get a few prizes. I still have like 700 tickets left on my card for it. I didn't use them all because it wasn't a lot of stuff. I got like a little bouncy ball because I collect those. I like this little llama ducky thing, rubber ducky thing. I like the little duckies. So I got that, and I got this like little skateboard thing that I was in. And I let my nephew use some of my points to get this little like squishy ball thing. But so everything was, went good. Did that. Then we went to our car and went home. I feel like going home is faster than driving there, in my opinion. I know that sounds crazy, but overall, it's not a bad trip. The whole trip I'd give, because just for my personal experience and stuff, I'd give it probably out of 10, 7. Or maybe 7.5. Because like I said, it wasn't terrible. I do think, you guys should go to Great Wolf Lodge if you ever get the chance. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my personal experience because of me getting overstimulated. But like I said, overall, I think the place is a cute place, especially for kids. I also got the little wolf ears too. I don't have mom either in the other room, but got those too. My sister got them for me. Shout out to you, Glory. So we get home, right, getting all the stuff. And you won't believe what happened. I lost my Scooby blanket. If you guys know, you've probably seen the background of my videos before. Probably almost every single one of my videos just about. I've had that blanket since I was a kid. Like, it was grown up, it was special to me, Like, I don't remember a time I didn't have the blanket. So I got really upset, I cried, and like, I appreciate my mom and sister so much. They're amazing. Because they called and they made a report with the lost and found there. And like, I woke up yesterday, and my mom told me they found the blanket. They also found my jacket too, which I didn't even know it was missing. I guess it was outside, it must have blown away, because my mom was bringing our luggage to the car to pack it away on Sunday, and like I had one of those carts, and apparently my M&M pillow here, I guess it blew off the cart. My mom had to get it, and I guess my blanket and jacket must have blown off the cart, and she didn't realize it. But we got it back. They're shipping it back to us, mailing it. So I'm happy, and we're able to track the package too. So I'm excited to get that back. Because I was super upset, crying, like really hard crying. Because that blanket is special. Like, if you're not a sentimental person, then you're probably not going to understand me as much. But, like, I was attached to that blanket, I always have that blanket, But I'm not going to take it out this house anymore. I'm not going to risk it. So, that blanket's staying in this house. I sleep with it every night, like, on top of, my comforter. So, like, it's a special thing for me, and I love it. So, it's heartbreaking to think that I lost it, especially that I might never see it again. But I'm glad I found it out to Great Wolf Lodge. But the one thing I don't like about, that, and like I guess other hotels do this too, shouldn't know, but like if they find stuff in the room, they would just throw it away or put it in lost and found, which I don't think they should be throwing it away. I think they should put it in lost and found to begin with. Because why would you throw someone's stuff away? Just put it in lost and found. Give them a chance to be able to get it, you know? I don't know. I think that's kind of shitty that they do that. But luckily we didn't leave in the room. It was found, which I thank God for. So I know I did make a YouTube short about it to send me good luck and prayers. To anyone who saw that and was, you know, praying for me and sending me good luck, thank you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to get it back, hopefully. What's today, Tuesday? Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. Also, guys, Thursday is my birthday, so I'm excited for that. I can't wait. But yeah, and also too, with the Grateful Vlog, I was going to vlog. I did have a lot of vlog clips that I, you know, vlogged, but now actually, you know what? I think I might include some of the clips of like hotel rooms so you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. But so I might include some of those clips at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But yeah. Yeah, but then I decided I didn't really do much. Like I didn't, you know, go in the water park much because I was stimulating. And I just stayed in the hotel room all the Saturday, rest of the day. Which again, I do partly regret that. I wish I kind of explored more with my family. But I do appreciate my mom and sister being so understanding. You know, like it is an autism thing, and like, you know, autism is not easy to deal with. But I am glad I have a supportive family. And if there's anyone out there, you know, who's like me with autism, we don't have a supportive family, I am sorry to hear that. I am here for you. You know, I support you. You know, autism is not a bad thing. It's a struggle, but you know, I just feel like people should be more understanding of people with autism. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we want to be this way. It's not like we want to get overstimulated and have sensory issues and all that. You know, we didn't ask to be this way. We're just trying to deal with it best way we could. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You know, I'm happy I got my blanket back. You know, well, I'm getting it back, but yeah. Grateful Vlog wasn't, you know, worst experience in the world, wasn't the best. I mean, no, it is what it is. I'm not angry about it. You know, I don't like regret going. I kind of did for a second, like when I, you know, on Sunday night when I didn't know if I was gonna get my blanket back. I was like, oh. You know, because then it was like, feel like if I didn't get my blanket back, it was just gonna taint the memory of Grateful Vlog. You know, I was just gonna hate it forever because I'm just gonna associate with that. And I don't know, I know some of you might think I'm being dramatic, that I like cried over a blanket upset, but again, if you're not like super sentimental and you don't have things that are like, oh, important to you and special to you like that, you're not going to understand. You know what I mean? I mean, I know there's people who will cry over if they lose their phones, you know what I mean? And it's a phone, like, I love my phone, don't get me wrong, and it's special to me, but like, something the sentimental I had as a child, like I've had all my life. You know, like, I'm planning to keep this blanket my whole freaking life. I'm planning to get buried with my blanket. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but, you know what I mean? It's just something sentimental to me. And, like, so I'm planning is never taking it out of my house again. I mean, it's not like I really travel anywhere anyway. It's like, to be honest, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But love my blanket. Happy I'm getting it back. Again, recommend going to Grateful Vlog if you ever get the opportunity. You know, I mean, it's fun, especially when you enjoy water parks and stuff. Like I said, for me, I just don't recommend going on a weekend. It's too jam-packed, and I feel like it makes it less enjoyable when it's overcrowded. You know what I mean? Especially, like I said, the Lazy River. I think maybe when you go on a weekday when there's not as many people, the Lazy River could be more enjoyable because there won't be a crowd of people in there, and you could have a good chance of getting a tube. You know, I do wish they had that, like, someone there. Like, the one I go to at the amusement park, I really enjoy because they have, like, you get into a line there and they have a person there, like, you can go. You know, as people are coming off, they're sending more people to go in so it doesn't get overcrowded. And there's so many tubes there, so you don't have to worry about them not being a tube. And, like, two with the tubes, there's singular tubes and there's double tubes for two people. So, you know, I wish they kind of did that too at the Grateful Vlog, with someone there to kind of monitor it. But it's like, it was just a free flow. You can go in and get out any, you know, anytime you want. There wasn't a line or anything. It was just a stair, you know, like a little staircase leading in and out of the tub. You know, so you go around, then too, like, it's the water's like kind of pushing you. So, like, you have to fight against that to get to the stairs to get out. But it was just too overcrowded. That's, like, my favorite thing about water parks. Like, I'm a simple person. I would go on slides, not that enclosed. I don't like tube slides because I am a little bit claustrophobic. So, tube slides are no-go for me. But, like, the open slides, I would do. And, like, there was one there. But, again, I would have enjoyed myself more and done more if, like, I didn't, like I said, get overstimulated like I did. No, but because I do enjoy water. Like, I love water. And I know that's also an autism thing. Because I know, like, autistic people are drawn to water, especially kids. I've heard that before. But yeah, and I'm sorry I keep bringing up my autism, guys, but my autism is a part of me. Like, it's not all of me, but it is a part of me, and it does affect me at times, but it is what it is. But anyways, I did enjoy the trip, you know, as best I could. I don't regret going. Would I go back? I don't know. Maybe on a weekday, but who knows. But if you guys enjoyed this video, again, my birthday's Thursday, so don't forget about that to wish me happy birthday in 2 days. And make sure you listen to my song. If you want to do something special for me for my birthday, listen to my song and share my song. That would help me out. That would be a great present. Also, if you want to give me another present, you can subscribe to me too. And guys, we're so close to getting the watch hours. I need to get monetized. I only need less than 1,000 to go, only a couple hundred more. So I'm excited. I hope we can hit that soon. That's another thing you can do for me for my birthday. Just go and binge my old videos to help me get those watch hours up. But yeah, if you guys want to give me a present for my birthday, help me get my watch hours up, subscribe, and share my song, and listen to my song. But I love you animals so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys ever been to the Great Wolf Lodge, let me know in the comments and let me know your experience. But I love you animals so much. Please follow me on my socials. Follow everyone in my description, guys. Please subscribe to me. Please like. And please comment. And I will see you animals in the next video. Peace. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be adding like clips that I took for the vlog and stuff, so you guys can kind of see what I was talking about, so you can have a visual and stuff. But yeah, on to the clips. Okay guys, this is our room here. Got a pull-out sofa bed, got 2 of these beds, bathroom over there. It's a nice little room. The TV remote doesn't work, so I can't turn on the TV. There's the power button, look. Does it, like you can see, the light's supposed to blink. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it doesn't. And like the battery thing looks all messed up in the back, so I can't even take the battery thing off, but so that kind of sucks. I did notice too, look, there's a stain on my blanket here. So yeah, this is my bed. My sister's sleeping on the pull-out couch, or my mom, one of them, and then one of them would be in this bed. The other thing is too about the bathroom, I need to show you guys before, it's nice and everything, but the sink's on the outside, which I've never seen in a hotel room before. But yeah, I don't know, I just think that's weird, the sink's outside the bathroom. You can see they have like an adventure park there where you can like climb and stuff. Virtual reality. And the water park's where that blue screen is back there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's where we're heading now. But this looks pretty cool. See you guys at the water park in a second. Okay, guys. We got bowling. That's so cool. The water park, guys. I know it's loud in here, but oh, there's the Lazy River, boy. That's my favorite stuff, guys, right there.